Hi, I am on my Wicklow Way. It's a long hike in Ireland, and the next 4 days I'm going to be spending time completely in nature. So I switch my mind off and gonna be cooking tonight, and I will set up a camp and switch off my phone, but I'll be recording videos from time to time. I feel like I have heavy energy because I arrived from the city and now I'm walking through village streets, and it feels like all the birds are scared and they're flying away from me, and the sheeps that were just there in the field nearby me, they were running away from me because I feel like my energy is too intense and I'm still in the city mode. But let's see what happens in next couple of days. Very excited about it. Quick update. I already lost my thermos and I think I have enough water for like 1 day. But I guess I'm gonna be drinking from rivers, mountain rivers. Got blisters, so I had to remove my shoes and I'm walking barefoot. But the main thing is here. I've settled for the first night tent, and my feet are completely wasted. No wasted damage. The blisters are quite strong, and I think next 3 days gonna be so fun. Gonna have to live through the pain, and pain is our teacher. And here they are. I walked completely barefoot. It wasn't really cold. It was painful at some point, but they say that walking on uneven surfaces is really good for your health, so we're gonna check that if it's good or not. It's painful for sure.
When Terry was it from the car park to here?
And the video.
Go for it.
Yeah, thanks. So this is my tent, and there's lots of things. Sleeping was really cold. Not too much, no, wasn't. So I got this self-inflating mattress, and I thought it's called self-inflating because it does it by itself. It's not that I have to inflate it. So I spent the night freezing my ass out because I didn't inflate the mattress. Thanks God I'm at the nature. I can't stress more. It's way too peaceful. And just want to show the insides of my tent too. This is me. Actually, I don't exist.
Two. Yeah, 2 or a little over 2. I'm very bad with dates, months. I don't even know what month we're in now. And I'm no good at remembering the age of dogs or even my kids sometimes.
Just want to share my experience in the first day and the first night, and the people who stayed over in this beautiful shelter just left, and I was really shy recording with them, but I got a bit of footage there too. And now the place is mine. This is where I stayed, and wow, it's a survival mode. I wasn't prepared for this. I got a couple of blisters, and there's blood inside, and they're just on the bottom of my feet. And some magic happened because I needed a plaster and I didn't get any first aid stuff. I came up to these guys complaining about the blisters, and they told me, oh look, there is this magic box, and I'll show you. There's this magic box that you can check. If you need something, you can check maybe it's inside, and then you need to take it and put something in return. So I found a bondage and blister for my feet, and now I'm feeling really good. But inside there's I put this tuna can back because you have to put something back. Then there was plaster, it's the fire starter, and there's some herbs, a battery, some hygiene, got some, yeah, like alcohol, hygiene stuff. And then I don't know what's that, and I don't really want to check, but probably something useful. And there's also this beautiful notebook. So someone put a narcissus into the notebook, and in this notebook you can just leave any notes, and I wonder how old it is. Just want to check if there are any dates. So this one, the first record is dated 1906-24, so it's not even a year old book, and people just write stuff here. Yeah, so it's almost over. I could see that not as many people hike now, because the latest is September. So I would say it was already filled in almost entirely in September. First mistake I made is I bought a new tent and I put it in my backpack. And when I folded it back, it increased twice in size, and now I barely could fit my backpack. So yeah, buying new stuff and trying them on the go is not a great idea. But it's fun. I was thinking about places like this, you know, they exist across the world and they are everywhere, these tiny little shelters or bus stops, and we have the urge to write on the walls. Because in every country you'd go, you'd see a lot of sentences, names, dates, and just silly stuff. And we want to leave our footprint. It's so human-like. There are tiny little candles here. A fire starter, I'm not sure what it's made of. Can of beans. Yesterday night, my mind was creating so many horror scenarios of this hike. First is that my blisters will rot and I won't be able to make a single step. And then I started to feeling fever, and that my throat, I'm starting to have the sore throat, but I am not in fact. And then I was freezing at night, and I was thinking, oh no, tomorrow I'm gonna have a flu or a cold, and I will have to give up. So there are so many catastrophic scenarios that I'm sure now will not happen, and I'm already feeling really good. I'm walking. Next 4 hours I'll pass through Glendalough and I'll set up a camp in the next hut, a similar place like this. Alrighty. Feeling dead. What a touristy spot. And just a really big lunch. Taco fries. Yeah, today I'm wearing my boots. It hurts, but just choose not to think about it. As if it wasn't there. And it kind of works. I've got 20 minutes before my second stop and I'm exhausted, but the views are stunning and there are a couple of people behind me. I wonder if they're going to come with me tonight. So this is my stop for the second night. I found kind of a magical place. There is this wooden house, but I decided not to stay inside because it's just a bit too creepy, and I just started the fire and it's going well, surprisingly. I don't have much wood, just hope that it will be enough for the night, all of these guys, and because I don't have an axe and so that's what I could do with my bare hands. And here is my lovely tent just next to the fire, and I'll show the setup in the morning with the daylight too. Good morning everyone, it's the morning after second day and so I just woke up and I'm very swollen after 2 nights in the tent. I just want to show the setting of my camp on the daylight. So it's very peaceful here and I'm going to do the breakfast and I'm running out of water, unfortunately. I'm not sure what to do with that, but hopefully I'll find some river on the way and I'll be able to, I don't know, boil it somewhere. From the updates, I cut my finger already this morning and the blisters are much better now, so I can really walk. From the mistakes I've made now, I realized that I've taken too much food, and because I lost my thermos, unfortunately I don't have enough water supply for the next day survival. Here is another shelter that I wanted to sleep in last night, but it was busy, and that's how it looks. Here is the magic box. I just opened it and checked out those pasta and the notebook. I haven't even looked what's inside yet, so let's check together. Please leave no trace. Yep. Stopped here for a night in our lovely Wicklow wandering. Came from Crown Boots last night in Fairly Castle. That. Gonna continue my way. It's about 11 kilometers for me today for my last stop, and I think I'm enjoying it really much. I lost my hammer, but it's not that windy. I wouldn't be able to pack my tent down, and yeah, interesting. So far, whatever I lost, I could manage without it, and I'm quite optimistic. I should be sleeping somewhere around that smaller lake. It'll take me no more than 2 hours if I walk slow and take breaks. That would be Lough Tay, and now this place is full of people because look, there is a car park, and I guess it's actually that I will be staying over there. Not over there, at that car park, because it's not allowed to camp on private lands, and this would be owned by Guinness family, I guess. So it's in private property. Beautiful place, beautiful place. I set up a camp on my first stop. It's right next to the main road and the lake is just down there. So tonight I reckon I'm gonna go and see the sunset. But meanwhile I'm collecting the sticks in this really nice grove. It's a bit creepy to be here because all the trees are very typical, and when you go through it you are like Alice in the Wonderland. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to find sticks for the fire and try to break them, but this is obviously too small. So I already had one go and it's so funny. I can walk like this forever. Oh. Decided to try the gas stove. Seems to be working, but I'm not sure how long it takes for this one cartridge to go off. I'm just curious, that's why later I'm gonna be doing the big fire, because now there are people passing by, and is it legal here? It's questionable. Looks like very steep thing. Not sure if I want to go down. Today is the last day and I've decided to take a shortcut, and I'm now walking to a place called Rathdrum, and I'm hoping to get a bus to Dublin from there. Well, 3 buses, but it's still better than nothing. Last night I had a mental crisis because probably after being 3 days alone with no connection to the world, it was a bit driving me mad a little bit, and probably woke up today in the middle of the night crying because I started having fever and runny nose and I'm having flu, and I really felt that I'm a poor little girl and why did I start all of this. So, but I guess in every long hike you hit the rock bottom. Meanwhile, the views are amazing, and going to stop for a coffee in a next coffee shop. It's like 20 minutes walk. I passed by it last night, well, not last night, in the afternoon, and I had a cup of cappuccino. Now I think I'm gonna have a flat white, and yeah, I'm passing by the lake again. It does look like a pint of Guinness. Overall, not bad, I have to say. My experience so far, and it's been 3 nights, 4 days, it's the 4th now, it gets progressively harder and easier at the same time. Some things like unpacking, packing, you're not stressing much about the fire because you kind of know how to do that already. But then you get progressively tired physically, and I can feel like my body is saying to me, what are you doing? Please stop, take a fucking bath and just chill and sleep in a warm place. So yeah, these two things go opposite ways. But I expected it to be a bit easier because from my last experience, when I went there with my friends, they were setting up the camp, they were setting up the fire, and I was just chilling, enjoying my time, connecting with nature. Well, now I feel like I didn't have exactly enough time to connect with nature because I was always busy with setting up, with trying to find the logs for the fire, for the campfire. Many things that you, small and bits and pieces that you need to make before it gets dark. And I really didn't appreciate it at times. But overall, this hike is just amazing. Amazing.